In this video, we are going to discuss the bridge and engine room watch manning levels, because when you first go on board, there will be 3 levels of watch on board, okay? Level 1, Level 2, and Level 3. It's that simple. However, there are people comprising within each and every watch level, and the master is the one who decides what kind of level are we going to apply during our watch. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, now this is the company policy of this is our company policy regarding bridge watch and engine room manning levels. Okay, let's get started. The master has the responsibility. Okay, the master has the responsibility to set, okay, the proper watch levels. Again, in the bridge, the chief engineer has the responsibility in the engine room. Okay? The master has the overriding authority to set engine watch levels as required by circumstances. Okay? Let's skip to that one, from that one. Okay? A change of bridge watch level condition, i.e. from bridge watch level to bridge watch level 2, do not automatically change the conning, which remains with the OOW, which is you. Okay, any subsequent change of conning must be ordered verbally, acknowledged, and logged. Okay, when changing over the watch or changing watch levels, okay, you need to put that in your deck logbook. Okay, all personnel, including officers and unlicensed seafarers, the deck ratings or the deck cadets, who may be assigned to any duty station in any bridge watch, shall understand fully the duties expected of them. It is the master's responsibility. It is your responsibility to ensure that all officers and crew members are properly trained. Okay? But again, okay, it's in the company's assessment if the seafarer or the crew is properly trained. Okay? The composition of the bridge team or the watchkeeping composition will depend on the following factors. Okay? Sunrise to sunset, okay, dark hours, okay, sunset to sunrise, restricted visibility, visibility reduces to or is less than 5 nautical miles, but from our experience, if it's open sea and all of a sudden it became a restricted visibility, we just carry on. Okay? We don't actually follow the company procedures about restricted visibility. Again, it's open sea. You only apply this if it's, let's just say, you are in restricted waters, high dense areas. Okay? Let's just say areas filled with traffic. Okay? Or near the coast. Okay? Then and only then you can apply the rules for restricted visibility. Add more people inside the bridge, or maybe you can call your master. Open waters where in all circumstances the ship has complete freedom of maneuver. This includes both ocean and coastal passage with navigable wind more than 6 nautical miles. Okay, if it's, you know, it's already open sea. Okay, you came from, let's say, port of, let's say, you are in Panama. Okay, and then after you exit Panama, you go to Atlantic Ocean. Okay, if it's open sea, then you could change from, let's just say, watch level number 3, okay, to, let's just say, level 1 if it's open sea. Okay, that's one of the many examples. Open waters with high traffic density more than 6 targets within 12 nautical miles. Again, if it's getting dense. Okay, restricted waters, same. Okay, restricted waters with high traffic density, again, same. Entering or leaving port. Okay, confined waters and port approaches, pilotage waters and areas, or pilot on board. Okay, when you have pilot on board, then and only then you could increase the level of bridge watch. Okay, now again, this is the table of the primary condition and the bridge and engine condition. Okay, the following is regarded as the minimum on watch for the following key conditions as a minimum and always subject to master's discretion. Okay, well, technically, if you're doing this over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, you don't necessarily need the master's discretion. Automatically, you do stuff because it's just a routine. It's not that difficult to pilot a ship. Okay, eventually you will get it. Okay, primary condition number 1. Okay, clear weather, little or no traffic. Your bridge condition is 1. Okay, this is the level 1, the watch level. Okay, OOW plus lookout from sunset to sunrise, daytime lookout if necessary depending upon the circumstances. This is the, well, the lightest one. Okay, engine manning, unmanned position. Okay, UMS, or we call it unmanned system. Okay, sample conditions, clear weather, open waters or open sea, or maybe light traffic. Okay, 1 ship, 2 ships, 3 ships, open sea. Okay, that's level 1. Okay, bridge watch Level 2, okay, the master plus OOW plus the helmsman, okay, plus the lookout, typically the deck cadet or the actual helmsman himself, okay. Engine manning, chief engineer, engine officer, electrician, and oiler, okay. Sample conditions where you can apply Bridgewatch Level 2. Okay, congested and restricted waters. Okay, if you are, let's just say, you are in a traffic situated area. Okay, entering or leaving port with light traffic. Again, that's what I have said earlier. Okay, open waters or high traffic density. Okay, little or no traffic slash restricted visibility. Okay, this is one of the, these are the sample conditions. Okay, but these are not limited. Okay, these are not limited. Okay, say for instance, one condition that I could add here is let's just say you've got trouble in your engine, or let's just say there is a security threat issued from the port and then given to the ship. Okay, then and only then we could increase the watch levels to level 2 or level 3. Okay, it all depends, but this topic goes to ISPS, which I would explain on another video. Okay, so that's one of the many examples, by the way. Okay, watch level number 3 or bridge manning, master plus the OOW plus the extra officer plus helmsman plus lookout. Okay, in the engine room, okay, the people comprising there are engine officers, electrician plus oiler. Okay, sample conditions: entering or leaving port, high traffic density if it's too much traffic outside. Okay, number 2 is restricted waterways. Okay, high traffic density. Okay, and number 3, high traffic density, restricted visibility. Okay, in this table, in our company table, well, you can only see 3 sample conditions, but then again, this is not limited to 3 sample conditions, or on the level 2, 4. No, not that. There are cases that, let's say, there are security threats, or maybe, there are issues about piracy. Okay, or maybe let's just say you are in maneuvering mode. Okay, you are crossing a channel, you need more guys inside the bridge. Okay, then and only then you can increase the number of your people, which also increases your Bridgewatch level. Now let me explain. Let's explain further. Okay, Bridgewatch Level 1, I mean, this is easy peasy, okay? This watch has only one navigating officer of the bridge along with a lookout, okay? The officer may be the sole lookout during daylight hours only, okay? And then the conning will be done by the OOW as well, okay? You take the con during daylight hours, then your lookout or your helmsman, usually the deck rating, and the deck cadet will be in the deck area, working some, let's just say, we're working with chief mate, doing some deck work. Okay? Take the kalawang, removing rust. Okay? Or maybe, let's say, painting, stencils. Okay? Or maybe checking LSA or FFA, which I have discussed in another video. Okay? Bridgewatch Level 2. This watch requires master and one navigating officer on the bridge. I don't think I need to explain this furthermore. But again, you get the gist. You get the picture. Okay, the deck watch officer's primary duties shall be radar operation and collision avoidance, with additional communications and navigational responsibilities. Aside from other duties ordered by the master, the deck watch officer shall, okay, this is your job, this is going to be your job, acknowledge the conning officer's helm and engine orders, making sure they are carried out properly, operate the engine order telegraph or throttle and watch for proper response. Okay, the RPM indicator shall be checked to ensure correct response to engine orders as well. Okay, be aware of the vessel speed to ensure compliance with vessel traffic system, okay, or local regulations to ensure accuracy of rapid radar plotting and ARPA data. Okay, coordinate all bridge radio communications and log them as required. Okay, sometimes, okay, there are situations that the bridge is also needed when deck work is being done underway. Say for instance, your crew, your personnel is checking up enclosed spaces. Okay, we need to ventilate the enclosed space area for at least 24 hours. Okay, we need to ventilate the area. We need to put a chute and an electric fan, okay, and then ventilate for at least 24 hours, so oxygen and the fumes and the toxins inside the enclosed space area will be gone. Okay, it will be replaced by oxygen. Now, as the chief officer or some crew goes inside the enclosed space. Okay, we have got this enclosed space checklist. The bridge should be informed or should alert the crew going inside the enclosed space area. They would check up on each other every 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depends on the kind of job they are doing. For example, chief officer wants to check up, let's say, the ballast tanks, okay, or maybe the inner stools or upper stools. Okay, he wants to check those areas. He wants to check the forepeak tank. Okay, just for reference only. Okay, and then chief officer needs to inform the bridge, hey bridge, okay, we are here at the forepeak tank. We are inspecting this area. Okay, you inform them. Okay, that's one of the many examples. Keep credit radar or other navigation plots using soundings when applicable on the appropriate charts. Again, okay, you need to update your charts as well. Of course, there will be soundings. We have this report called NTMs, or Notices to Mariners is what we call. Okay, and then you would see the latest sounding update to a specific area in a chart. Okay, sometimes the reading or the sounding to a specific area, let's just say Manila Bay. Okay, let's say it's 14 meters. Okay, then all of a sudden, okay, they've set a new notices to mariners. Let's say, oh no, it's not 14 meters. It's, let's say, it's 19 meters. For reference only. Okay, plot closing targets or others called by the conning officer to obtain closest point of approach, or CPA or TCPA, time to CPA, and the course and speed of the target's data must be promptly accurately reported to the conning officer. I mean, typically, this is the job of you as a deck cadet, or if you are a deck rating. You need to report the CPA of the closest target or the time to CPA of the closest target. Okay, properly maintain all bridge logs and record. This is gonna be your job as a deck officer or future deck officer. Okay, in case of passage from automatic to steering mode, an additional AB must join the bridge team. Okay, again, when you are leaving or entering the port, an AB should be required on board. Okay, on the bridge. And last but not the least, Bridgewatch Level 3, Master, Deck Officer, additional ABs, Deck Cadets. Okay, you are required to be operating or conning the ship. Well, technically, the master is conning the ship, but you know, you're a bridge crew, you're a bridge team. Okay, this watch requires master and two navigating officers on the bridge. This watch is the most critical. Okay, the most critical, demanding calls for the most rigorous attention to navigation. Master, but in pilotage, the pilot may be given conning by having the effective conduct of the ship. Okay, now it depends if the pilot truly knows the area. Okay, but this is under the authority of the master who remains in command. Yes, make no mistake. Do not do this kind of mistake that you would let the master, I should say, you would let the pilot, okay, take over the command. No, you are still the master of the ship. If you think the pilot of the ship is screwing up, you correct them. Okay, you correct them. If you are the future master mariner of a ship, you don't rely solely on the pilot. Always assess, okay, is this pilot, does he know what he's doing? You always assess things, okay? Watch personnel must operate as a smoothly functioning team in a manner. Again, okay, attitude, okay, and character, okay? Because if there is conflict within your bridge crew, I mean, it's gonna be a hard maneuver, okay? I mean, not basically a hard maneuver, but there is no connection between the crew, okay? Because again, you have conflict, so you need to manage. We have courses in our companies, okay, how to handle or manage conflicts, okay? The bridge team being aware of the difficulties and constraints of the pilotage area, the pilot being aware of the characteristics and peculiarities of the ship, the pilot being made familiar with the equipment at his disposal and aware of the degree of support he can expect from the ship's personnel. Again, okay, you have to ensure that the people, the bridge crew, and the pilot are well informed and familiar by the maneuvering characteristics of the ship, the limitations or the capacities of a ship. Say for instance, from my story, okay, my ship, my former ship, Cielo de Monaco, it has one limitation, okay? Every time that we hit hard port, okay, 35 degrees to port or 35 degrees to starboard, the alarm always goes on and on and on, okay? And then the alarm is so loud that it's gonna be very, distracting to your eardrums. Okay, it's irritating to your eardrums, and we have been informed by our engineers at the time that we should not push further the steering gear to 35 degrees. The maximum that we should do is 30 degrees. Okay, but one time there was a pilot who insisted that we should go hard to port or 35 degrees. Okay, but then again, all of a sudden, the alarm went on, okay, and unbelievable sound of alarm went on. Okay, it was very distracting to our eardrums. But again, that's the capacity of our ship. It was built in Yangfang shipyard in China. Okay, and I said never in my lifetime again that I would pilot a Chinese-made vessel. Okay, no offense. Okay. Navigating officers must be alert and prepared to advise each other and master quickly of any significant navigational or traffic developments. If something changes within your watch or any situation, you must inform your master. Okay? The master in assigning duties to the watchkeeping officers may consider the following in doing so. The officer of the watch to carry out the following duties: fix position. Again, I have taught you how to fix a ship's position. Number 2, other duties may include internal communications, monitoring the depths, record keeping, attending to various wheel, telegraph, also manage all of your equipment, and also relevant record keeping, which coincides to number 1 as well. Extra watch officer to carry out the following duties. If you have an extra officer, okay, if it's, let's just say, security level 3, okay, you are in a area, let's say Israel, and missiles are flying in from the Suez Canal, okay, back and forth. Provide traffic and collision avoidance inputs to master, external communications of what's happening around you, and relevant record keeping. Okay, watch keeping schedule at sea. Summary of Bridgewatch level and Bridgewatch keeping schedule at sea as per relevant Annex 5A must be posted readily available on the bridge. Engine room manning level coincides with bridge room manning level. Okay, summary of engine room watch level and engine room watch keeping schedule as per relevant Annex 5B must be posted readily available in the ECR, which coincides to the manning levels in the bridge. Okay, so again, I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but then again, those are the 3 basic levels in bridge watchkeeping duties. Okay, so again, you don't need, if you're still watching this video, again, I'm so thankful that you are still watching this video, because in the first 5 minutes I've already explained the basics. Okay, but if you're still here, again, thank you very much for the watch time. Again, thank you for all the subscribers, thank you for all the viewers and the comments. Again, I am so blessed to meet all of you. I can promise you I would deliver more wisdom in this channel. Okay, I want to make your life less difficult the moment you go on board as a deck cadet, eventually to third officer. If you are a deck rating, I will help you be promoted on board, just as long as you do the work. Okay, again, hope you've learned something new. Be happy, be healthy, and most importantly, to God be all the glory. Keep safe.